venendo dall'America per imparare tutte le canzoni, ma quando canta che confusione. Mambo italiano è mambo italiano, no, 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 non è solo siciliano, non è calabrese, non è mambo piemontese, ma è mambo, non ho tarantella, è mambo, non voglio mozzarella, no, 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 mambo italiano, prova ad assaggiare puppetrilli e baccalà, e cumpa, grivaligiono tutto spiano, cambiando sempre l'italiano, ma con un suo mambo. Lei continua sempre in imperterrita a cantare soltanto è mambo italiano, è mambo italiano, no, no, no. La storia è qui finita, non è più partita e da noi sempre restate col suo mambo italiano. Non è calabrese, non è mambo piemontese, ma prova ad assaggiare puppetrilli e baccalà e ciuprù, tu vuoi mangiare pasta fasul, dicendo sempre bambino, non bevi molto vino, poi continua sempre imperterrita a cantare soltanto è mambo italiano, è mambo italiano, sì, 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 la storia è qui finita, non è più partita e da noi sempre restate con su mambo italiano.
The sound of this weekend's weekend artist, I'm really pleased to say, on BBC Radio Leeds from his new album, Serenata. You like that? Is that
Very
right?
Good.
How was that?
Yeah,
was that
good.
right?
That wasn't
It's
too
the
bad.
legendary Alfie Boe.
How are you?
Do you get called legendary everywhere you go now? Are you at that level? Are you a legend?
I'm a legend in many things, whether it's singing or not, I don't know.
I would say you are.
Really?
I tell you what, you don't have to make people swoon as well, Alfie.
Oh, thank you.
Men and women alike. When I
Really?
told everybody they were you were coming into the office today,
Yeah.
it was like I'd called Christmas early.
I was a little disturbed when you threw your pants at me when I was singing, though.
Yeah, but don't feel precious because I do that to everybody.
Right.
It
got
doesn't
you.
take a certain standard for me to do that to.
Okay.
I'm anybody's when it comes to live music. Thank you so much for being here. Seeing you perform
Pleasure.
live in the flesh, what a powerful experience that is. I tell you what, you've got a set of pipes on you, Alfie.
Thank you very much. Yes, well, it's taken a lot of training to get there, but I'm still learning.
I mean, they say that people from an operatic background, it's a continual learning process. I mean, is that the case?
It is. I mean, the older you get, the older your voice gets. Muscles change. Your voice is changing constantly. Depending on what you're singing, depending on how often you sing and all that sort of business, you've got to build up the stamina. So you're always reassessing your own ability. You're assessing your vocal standard at that time. So,
Yeah,
it's always an ongoing process.
The new album then is back to, I guess, the operatic and classic style, because when we spoke last we were discussing Trust, which was a world away from what people were used to, with you very bluesy roots, almost gospel at times.
Yeah.
And this is slightly more classical, traditional Italian love songs, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It's. I think the reason why it gets the title of classical is because of the singers that have sung it in the past. I think that gives it its title of classical, like Pavarotti, Mario Lanza, Benjamin Ogilvy, Enrico Caruso have all sung these songs, but we mustn't forget that people like Rosemary Clooney and Dean Martin, Sinatra, Elvis have all sung these songs as well. So I think the thing that I'm trying to say is that these songs lend themselves to a broad interpretation of these stories and music.
We discussed last time about the classic side of things, about how you felt that the elitism was off-putting for people, and how you obviously hadn't fallen out of love with it, but had become frustrated with the classic world. And I wonder if you've kind of appeased it a bit now, if you've fallen back in love with it.
No, I hate it. No, I've never not been in love with classical music. I've always loved classical music. It's been a part of my life. It's what I trained to sing. It's something I did for, singing opera was something I did for many, many years in many different opera houses. So I've never really left it behind. I get a little frustrated sometimes with the opera houses not putting it out as best as they could. They do work hard at that. They do seriously work their hardest to put the classical music forward, like putting it in cinemas or playing it on a TV or cheapening the tickets to an extent. But there's other ways of taking it to the public. People like these young artist programs that they have at the moment they have the opportunity of putting on a small production of an opera, throwing it in the back of a van, and travelling to the the towns and the cities in the north of England, in Scotland, in Wales, wherever, to present young artists from the Royal Opera House, young artists from the English National Opera, wherever they're from, have this chance of doing this, of delivering the music to the people rather than expecting them to come to you.
Yeah. Just reading some of your press stuff, as I like to do, because I'm a professional like that, Alfie.
Right, brilliant. Thank you.
Rich and resonant, powerful and seductive.
Talking about me.
Is that you or the voice?
Oh, right.
Is that which one is that?
Me or the voice? Rich and resonant, powerful or seductive. I think that's probably maybe the voice.
Is it? Okay, right, okay.
I don't think I'm... Rich doesn't come into it, and resonant.
Bringing high intensity passion with incredible breath control.
Definitely me.
What's the breath control
Definitely
about then? Tell me about this.
To do the singing at
Tell
all.
me about this breath control of yours.
Hey,
I'm intrigued.
You better ask my wife. No, the breath control is something again that you develop at training. Your college or. You have to know how to control your breath to create loud sounds, to create quiet sounds, to create different emotions, techniques, styles as well, of singing. If you want to sing operatically, you can have this powerful resonant sound which is controlled by the breath. Everything is controlled by your breath. The way we speak, the way we stand, the way we walk and run, all controlled by your breath. So it's the basic rule for any singer basically is to develop your breathing technique. That's the biggest thing that you have to learn.
You mentioned your wife. I was researching a few little facts about Alfie Boe on the internet.
You've been stalking my wife?
Well, no, it's not stalking, is it? I mean, just sat outside with a long range camera. That's not stalking, is it?
I have told you about that.
It's just I'm just interested. I'm just keen. But I'm keen in the facts.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm keen in the facts because I've been stalking you on the internet.
Right.
And obviously we know that most things that come on the internet are true, right?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Let me test a few. Let me test a few of these truths. The chat-up line he used on his wife when they first met in San Fran was, "You can't get a decent cuppa around here."
San Fran was a cafe in Burnley.
Is that in Lancashire? Yeah. Is that true? Did you go in with the opening line of "You can't get a decent cuppa around here"?
Exactly.
Did you really?
That was exactly the truth. That is the truth. You can't get a decent cup of tea around here. It worked.
Yeah.
It seemed to.
Alfie Boe. Okay, listen, put your headphones on for this one because I want to see if this is true. Let me play you this. Alfie Boe was the winner of West London karaoke competition with a scorching rendition of Suspicious Minds by... Is this true? Is it true?
Yeah.
In which case you'll know the words, won't you? You do the big bit, I'll do the high bits. Okay, ready? It's going to be amazing. Come on, Alfie.
We can't go on together with suspicious minds.
With suspicious minds.
And we can't build our dream on suspicious minds.
No, go on.
Oh, let our love survive. Dry the tears from your eyes. Let's not make a good thing die. 'Cause honey, you know I'll never lie to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're caught in a trap. Ooh, I can't walk out.
Come on, Alfie, this is it.
Because I love you too much, baby.
Oh, that was wonderful. I mean, come on, if that wasn't a career highlight for everybody involved there, what would be, right?
Yeah, bless you.
That's it. You're playing at the Leeds Arena, actually, in
December
on Friday the 5th.
I'm
yes. Free.
I won't be singing... well, okay.
We
why
could
not?
duet it.
Let's
What about that?
Let's do it, man. Sounds good.
Alfie, thank you so much for coming. It's been an
Pleasure,
absolute
thank you.
pleasure for you to be our weekend artist. And
pleasure to
thank
be
you so
here.
much to have you in. It's been wonderful. Alfie Boe on BBC Radio Leeds. Thank you very much, Alfie.
My pleasure. See you soon.
That was lovely, mate. Is that right for you?
Awesome.
I'll let you go because obviously you've got important things to do on trains.
Well, no,
mate, thank you so much. That was really good. Thank you so much.
Show, yeah?
I'd love to, yeah.